there anything that you learned as a CUNY Start student that you applied in your current classes?
Looking over my work, going over my notes, speaking to the teacher if I have a problem or I didn't understand something.
Uni Start is an intensive remedial program. It's an alternative to the traditional remedial classes that the university has.
The quizzes, the homework, laboratory reports.
Our full-time program is for students who did not pass their Math 2 exam or their writing exam.
Any other solutions for G?
Study sport.
We also have a part-time program for students who need to work on only math or only reading and writing.
19, that middle term?
Students stay in the program for 1 semester. It costs $75, and that includes books.
To either agree or disagree with their interpretation of the ending?
The original intention was a program set up for students who had a lot of remedial needs.
Keep the square root with the number that you multiply.
And so the idea was to create a really big intervention so that students could make significant gains in their first semester in college.
So I took first the square root of 36, and
Square root of
36 is 6.
And as the program continued, we found that more and more students became triple exempt. And many other students, they don't pass everything, but they really make tremendous strides.
I'm scared when I finish this program and I'm gonna get to the college. Can I do it, or how hard it's gonna be?
Our students have very busy and complicated lives. Many of them are working full-time jobs.
I work as a math tutor and also I'm a cashier.
Some of them are working 2 jobs. Many of them have families.
I have 5 children. I want to be an example for them.
I want you to put evidence to support our ideas.
I'm tired of the cycle of being on public assistance, and I wanted to further my education. I wanted to better myself.
Just saying that. I'm 34 years old and I've been out of school since I was 19. And I wanted to start college and choose a career that can help better my future for myself and for my family.
I want to be able to give my kids what I couldn't have. I attended community college in 2008. Well, after I started the remedial classes and I didn't do too well in those classes, I thought that maybe college wasn't the right thing to do.
A lot of my friends, some of them didn't make it past high school.
After gaining my GED, I regretted not continuing with my education.
People say college is not meant for people, but I really believe you have to be strong enough for college.
But college is like a maze. Whichever college you go to, it's like you're going into a maze. You don't know where to start.
If you applied for fall 2011, spring 2012, you should be set.
Oh, that's right.
You need someone to guide you to the right direction.
Yesterday marked the new start of the attendance policy period.
There are a couple of different roles that the advisor serves.
So make sure you're speaking loud, you're speaking clear.
One is teaching a weekly class we call CUNY Seminar that serves to orient students to the college. And it also really teaches them how to be a college student.
I'm kind of leaning towards Bachelor in Police Studies because, studying about how the police, works, how they investigate.
We do quite a bit of work with our students where they explore their majors, and explore different careers.
Do they get paid around the same percentage?
We have financial aid presentations. And which tax returns did you use?
And in addition to this weekly class, the advisor also meets with students one-on-one on an ongoing basis, and sometimes in conjunction with the teachers as well.
Why do you need boundaries in life?
Because you have to organize your life.
I meet with students regularly to talk to them about what does their life balance look like? How are they managing school and work and their other responsibilities or any other sort of emotional, personal issues that are coming up?
They direct you. They give you options. They give you ideas.
When you're trying to do something positive, you have a lot of different entities trying to throw you off track.
I have noticed that you will ask a question that I feel like other students may or may not be afraid to ask.
And it's not too hard to give up. You're already embarrassed, you have to go through that, and then to have them treat you that kind of way, that is degrading. You begin to struggle with your self-thoughts, Should you stay? Is it worth it? Are you gonna make it? You know, you doubt yourself.
It's not easy, to keep up with all of that in addition to school.
And to have the kind words from Julian or the concern, it makes me feel like I'm not in it alone.
This tells you all the courses that you need to take. So how could we use this page with tips and this?
We encourage the students to be self-reflective, and when the advisors meet with students one-on-one, they're not being prescriptive in any way. They're not telling the students how to correct some problem or how to approach a challenge.
I feel I need to really look at what I'm doing.
But they're asking the students how they think that they can solve those problems.
By them letting me know, basically showing me a mirror of myself, of what I was doing wrong and what I was doing right, it showed me how much more work I had to put forth.
It takes a long time just to get results.
The advisors also spend time in the classroom so that they can see how the students are interacting and also give support to the teachers.
For some people, that's what they're interested in.
Because of the advisement that I get to do, I find out a lot more information about what's going on outside of the classroom. Home life, work, any financial issues that our students are facing that will affect them in the classroom, but a teacher may not be aware of that.
And it's a matter of pointing out to them the very specific areas that they've progressed in.
It's a collaborative effort, from all angles. We check in on a daily basis in between lunch breaks, in addition to our weekly, more formal core meeting where we address student concerns.
What is 3 times 6? 18.
I think it's really beneficial, to students. They see us as a team. They know that we are constantly in communication with each other. It's very clear that there's not a division between the reading and the writing and the advisement, but that they have a whole team of support for them while they're in this program.
I realized something really important that relates to my life. Page 20.
How well the student is prepared for college is usually an indication of the culture at the educational institution they came from and at home.
Do you want to actually foil it and see?
The same way that we want them to think about their process when solving a math problem or developing an idea for an essay, I want to encourage them to think about their growth as an individual. What does it mean to be a successful student? What are the habits that I need to put into place? What are the practices? What are the routines?
We have a time management law to record how we spend our hours through the day. That's very important.
What I learned is that if I got a question that needs to be answered, go to somebody and try to find that answer. And asking questions actually helped me a lot. I ask questions every day.
Okay, but in college, you have different age, I have different age, she has different age.
It's not about being bright or not bright. That's really not what's going to trip you up. It's the language.
And then he says something about her not being a failure. Or right here it says, no mom, you're not a failure.
It's not something that you're born with. You want to go to college, you're going to have to learn the language.
Wait, he's so how about
The ability to have that support to learn that language, I think that this is what this program is doing very successfully.
always came out too long.
Does the boy have any thoughts about Masood or ideas about Masood?
For us, success is not measured only by whether or not they pass their tests, but how they are as students.
Disciplined personality. Yeah.
I've taught here off and on for about 20 years, and this was really the first time that I've seen a program systematically change how students functioned in my class. I literally had to change my syllabus because of their preparation as a whole.
So yeah, that's for the day part.
At first I was really shy, and I didn't really want to answer questions because I didn't know the answer, but coming to the ending, I started to understand. I used to always raise my hands, to answer questions, and I realized I actually could do it. It's not, if I work hard, I could really accomplish something in life.
You did the boy, you do the grandfather. I'm proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm gonna be more proud of myself when I take the test again, hopefully to pass, so I can start my credit classes. Then I'll be cooking with cod liver grease.
I see it as a motivational program.
In the beginning.
I'm seeing it literally transform people's lives.
I feel this kind of jump-started my life.
And then he starts talking about how everything was passed down to him.
Being a college student isn't easy, so I would really like for students to leave here knowing how to advocate for themselves and knowing what they want.
It's not going to happen overnight, it's not going to happen in 12 weeks, but I think just kind of planting those seeds and getting the student to become more self-aware can really help them be successful.
I need my dictionary.